For faculty and students, the pressure to produce with less resources continues to grow, and the drive forward into the new frontier of higher education, based on growing diversity and new generational needs, continues to push forward. Technology and new technological devices such as the Apple Watch connect students and faculty in ways that have never been experienced, and this connection is essential to collegiate learning. A student no longer has to wait until class to ask their professor a question, but can instead email or text any issues they run into immediately. Students also use social media, computers, and cell phones on a daily basis, which shows technology is here to stay. Technology is becoming necessary to keep students interested and on task. Long story short, digital innovation and knowledge delivery is essential in modern universities. Today, we will learn as faculty one method for implementing technology into the classroom that is not overwhelming for you or your students and focuses on student learning and engagement. Remind is an online program that allows teachers and professors to reach their students where they are, on their phone. By logging into Remind, professors are able to schedule text messages to students anytime, day or night. With the use of an Apple Watch, professors are able to talk to students, ask questions, and request answers without students even having to pull their phone out of their pocket. Whatever is sent from their professor through Remind displays within seconds on the student's Apple Watch. In History 280, Colonial Latin America, I used Remind in conjunction with the Apple Watch to work with students in and out of class. In class, students were sent a message as soon as class started with the first topic for class discussion and the name of the student discussion leader. In this case, students were to describe the realities and inaccuracies of clips from the movie The Mission, which they had watched as homework. By using a text from Remind to students' Apple Watch, there was a seamless start to class, as when the text came, students were led by the student leader through a topical discussion. Students immediately engaged in self-directed learning and were not inhibited by the presence of a professor. In this class lesson, students were able to meet numerous objectives through the use of technology. Students were able to analyze documents and respond appropriately through class discussion, and because the directions were delivered through the Apple Watch, students were able to self-direct learning through the use of a technological medium without assistance from the professor. Out of class, Remind, in conjunction with the Apple Watch, was used to text questions to students to keep them engaged in thinking about colonial Latin America, even when they were not in class. Students were able to respond to the question through their Apple Watch and were awarded points for accurate responses. One major benefit on my end is by using an Apple Watch, I was able to quickly receive and check responses. For students, they were able to easily access the questions and information, as well as respond without even taking their phone out of their pocket. Although this in and of itself does not create a flipped classroom, it can be used to support out-of-class curriculum delivery effectively. The use of this program is inclusive, and it relies solely on cell phones for distribution, which the vast majority of students have. If not, students are also able to use a computer to receive messages. Although the Apple Watch, or really any other smartwatch, supports the ease of use, anyone with a cell phone can be part of the program. The biggest challenge of using the Remind program in conjunction with the Apple Watch is ensuring that responses are meaningful. Because questions and responses are limited to 140 characters, it can be difficult for the professor and students to discuss topics in a meaningful manner. Ultimately, though, this challenge can be used to fuel effective and concise responses. At NAU, as NAU continues to push the use of electronic learning through BB Learn, Collaborate, and other electronic mediums, the addition of Remind and the Apple Watch fits right in. Remember as well that in 2011, 140 million tweets were sent per day, 90 pieces of content were created each month by the average Facebook user, and more than 2 people per second were signing up for a LinkedIn account. Technology is here to stay. Remembering that Remind is free and easy to use, can be set up in the beginning of the semester and edited throughout, and it supports students learning outside of the classroom, verifies the benefits and necessity of using such a tool in your classroom. By using Remind texting and the Apple Watch as part of social media, learning in the classroom can be transformed. Social media has been shown to foster critical thinking, aspirational development, and problem-solving skills. By using accessible technology for instruction delivery, the student learning experience in your class will be enhanced through easier, more common, and positive faculty-student interactions.